Right, time for the Mujannah formation. So, um, let's see what my opponent is going to do against my formation. So I plan to go pawn to f5, just like I recommended in my last tutorial video. So most people don't seem to know this so-called Mujannah formation, and so I want to take advantage of. This is one move I didn't cover in my tutorial video, which is always a good thing to watch my follow-up videos. I said after playing pawn to f5, you should always start with knight f6. Finish up your kingside development very quickly before playing pawn to d6. That's the whole idea. So pawn to g6 must come first before playing pawn to d6. So that if white plays bishop g5, you'll have more time to play bishop g7 and probably take on f6 with your dark squared bishop. That's the idea. So bishop g7, you fianchetto your bishop first, ready to castle shot. Okay, so this is a weird move, but very understandable. Whenever you see moves like these, especially in the Mujannah formation or in the King's Indian defense, you should always think of this move, knight f4, in the near future. Although I know that after I play pawn to d6, my opponent will probably play something like knight g5 and then plant his knight on e6. This is what most people like doing after they castle shot. Yep. So let me do the same. So I expect to see, okay, a4, this is somewhat new to me. Most of my opponents here play knight g5, you know, intending to put their knight on e6. But whenever you see this knight maneuver, don't be worried. It is even good, you know, for white to do that, so that you take on e6, and when they take back with their pawn, that e-pawn will be your defender. So I think with pawn to a4, I just need to play a5. This is the best thing you can do in response to these flank pawn advances. So a4 equals a5, h4 equals h5. In most cases, you will never go wrong. You don't just want to allow your, your opponent penetrate your territory or come into your territory. So you see what I was talking about earlier, this move knight f4. So with this move, I guess my opponent wants to plant his knight on e6, which I don't mind. In fact, what I'm going to do here is to play queen b6, allowing this to happen so that I can take. Or probably just play knight a6, why not? Or let me keep my knight for the e5 square. I would love to play knight, no, I won't have time to play knight bd7. So let me play knight a6. Knight a6, the idea is to play knight c7 in the long run. I would really love to take on e6 if white allows. So let me do this. Rook b8, maybe in the near future I'll play pawn to b5. I'm just waiting for white to play knight e6 so that I can take, by the way. And if they take, the e-pawn will be my defender. And it will be easy to capture somewhere in the middle game or in the end game. Now, playing moves like knight b4 in this position is only advantageous for black. Knight b4 prevents, white from making further developmental moves. They can't play queen f3 because I'll just take. Anyway, let me just play. What can I do here? I guess My opponent wants to do this. Let me play a tricky move. Pawn to b6. If queen b5, I'll just play a6, winning the rook. Though I'm sure my opponent can't do that. Anyway, let me just play bishop a6, attacking the queen. Okay. Why can't I just bring back my bishop? Please play knight e6. Or I might play knight e6 myself. Okay, this is a reasonable move. Now knight c7 is coming. So this is one opening that you can rely on even in real OTB matches, in tournament games. I just don't see many weaknesses on black side. It's just a cool opening to play if you want to avoid many tactics, and if you just want to take your default opponent out of his prep. So you can see this rook is now hanging. I can do this, attacking the rook. Not a big move, but I'm surviving. Okay, this was expected, but you see there's a fancy move. How about knight c3, double attacking the rook, and that. So I just managed to get rid of my opponent's dark squad bishop. And by the way, I'm playing against a 23-19 rated opponent. This is one move I was waiting for, by the way, so that I can go pawn to g5. Yep, now you see what I was talking about. This pawn on e6 is my defender, and there's nothing that white can do about it. I'm running low on time though. I should be very careful. What can I do here? Maybe this. The idea is to take the pawn. Again, I should be very careful because white has this move, beating my thing. Let me just do this. With king h8, I just avoided the possible pin. Queen takes, pinning the pawn to the queen. And I'm planning to play bishop d4 given a chance. That will be a very cool move. No, this is not a good move. Why is my 23-19 rated opponent playing like this? Be careful, bishop d4 is coming, and I should be very fast though. Okay, now attacking this. Okay, now we have some progress, though I need to be very careful. Let's do this, let's do this, let's start matching. Come on, let's do this. I think my opponent is late. No, he has this. Maybe this, and let me cut communication. I want to push this pawn. I'm low on time, so I don't have many things, I don't have many options. Come on. I shouldn't lose on time. Take. Pin the pawn. Pin the pawn. Take. Come on. Win the rook. And this. This. Oh, come on. Check. No, I should have taken the bishop. So right now I'm just pre-moving. Check. Give a check. Take the pawn. Give a check. Oh, okay. At least. Can I win this? So I just won my first game against a 23-19 rated opponent using the Mujannah formation. In how many moves? 74 moves. Can you imagine? Yes, in the end game I made some blunders. Anyway, it is what it is. All in all, with the Mujannah formation, you're just asking white to play normal chess, no theory, no tactics, and you won't fall for any unknown traps. You just want to play a solid game and a surprising one at the same time. Because if you think about it, the Mujannah formation is just the Dutch defense improved with a pawn on c5, and we usually turn white's d pawn into our defender. In other words, white's pawn on d5 is our shield because it blocks their path along this highlighted diagonal, not allowing them to see our king on g8 after we cast a shot. If you want to learn more about this wonderful system, you can watch my last tutorial video on the Mujannah formation, which I published 2 days ago. One reason why I think the Mujannah formation is better than the Dutch, in my opinion, is in the Dutch we normally face this huge problem of the g8 diagonal, where white usually puts the queen on b3 to eye our king on g8. For example, say after white plays knight f3, then you play knight f6. I just want to show you quickly what I'm talking about. c3 and g6. In some lines, white may play queen b3, stopping you from castling short in the long run, and also eyeballing the b7 pawn. Yes, in this particular position, you can play pawn to e6, bishop g7, and easily castle short, but think of the middle game where white starts attacking you on the center with his pawns. For example, imagine white's rook is on e1 and then they start pawn storming you on the center, playing knight bd2, d5, this, the bishop comes into picture, the dark squad bishop on g5, it's just total chaos. And just like in the Benoni, you will have to deal with the e6 weakness and the d6 weakness. So with the Mujannah formation, what we are doing is simply closing the center before playing pawn to f5, the weird Dutch. At least we know that white is not going to attack our king from this side of the board. We will start by fiancheroing our dark squad bishop before playing pawn to d6 to completely lock the center and continue playing chess. So I just find this to be a very solid response to 1d4. Yep, though this wasn't a perfect game, especially in the end game, I guess you learned one or two things. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below if you want to see more of these videos where I play live on Lichess featuring the Mujannah formation. Right, well, I'm playing against a 2705 rated opponent. Super GM strength. Pop. This is a bullet match. I'm just playing this for fun, you guys. Just trying to see how, prepared these 2700s are when it comes to Gambits. I don't know what to do. Castle short. One thing I know about 2700s is that they know everything. Pop. Ooh. This is not a blunder. I'm going to take the knight with check. Yep, like this. Let's oversimplify the game and hide our king. I want to take. I don't have to take. I can just do this. Pin the pawn. Next, I want to take the knight. Yep. Oh! Oh, okay. Alright. Not much of a stretch. Let's trade the bishops. And then do this. And pop. Okay. Things are getting weird. Just going to do this, stopping the promotion, and then do what? Do this. There's a reason. Okay, let's do this. Maybe I should trade that thing. I don't know what to do at this point. Okay, queen. Oh, I'm low on time. Ah, I was winning. Now, time for you to go and check out my new E5 defense course, which I have also linked in the comment section down below. And I'm glad to say, so far it has received a lot of attention and people are getting it like crazy. So it's an opening response that you try against White's E4 opening. You're going to learn how to play against the Scotch, the Royal Pairs, the Bishop's opening, 3 Knights opening, the 4 Knights game, the Vienna game, even the Italian game. So it's the complete E5 defense course that I just launched with my team. You better go and check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.